right, we're going live, and I think I put this in speaker view, so prayers that I did that right. All right. I lost my Zoom screen. What? Oh boy. Are you guys still there?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I lost the Zoom, but we are streaming live, so hey, I won't be able to see you, but I'll get we'll get going anyway. This will be fun. All right. Hey, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out MIG. I am so excited. My name's Kendra Vudachevsky. I have been a part of MIG now for a year, and I am so excited for you to hear from these 4 incredible ambassadors. One of the things that sets MIG apart, if you ask any of us, is the culture. And tonight you are in for a treat because you are going to hear exactly why. You're going to hear from 4 leaders. We have top leaders here. We have emerging leaders here. And that's one of the things that I love about MIG. Our culture, we work together, we support one another. And the truth is, it doesn't matter your title, your position, your rank. We are all part of a tribeship, a sisterhood, a brotherhood, and we are here to help you take a look and discover what we're all about and see if this is a fit for you. So I am so pumped. I get the pleasure to introduce to you guys and kind of interview here 4 of our really incredible ambassador leaders. So with me today, I have Christy, I have Autumn, I have Rosie, and I have Kristin. And so I am just going to go around. I have a little picture here of their faces, and I'm just going to go around and ask them questions. If you are watching us live on Facebook, comment live. If you are watching this as a replay, comment replay. Feel free to ask questions as we go into the First Look Facebook group, if that's where you're watching this. If you're not, if you're watching a replay recording, just get back to the person who invited you if you have questions. So with that, let's go. All right, let's start with you, Rosie. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, how you found MIG, and why you said yes.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. So yeah, my name is Rosie. I am a mama to 3 kids, ages 4, 9, and 15. I've been in the industry for about 3 or 4 years, and I'm also in the banking and finance industry as well. I like to say that MIG found me. I said yes on the 3rd time, and it was just the timing, really, because the first 2 times I was like, oh, thanks, but no thanks. I was fine doing what I was doing at the time, but that little seed was planted. And the 3rd time, a mutual friend said, you know what, you just really got to take a closer look at this. And the minute that I heard Jamie's story, I was hooked, and I knew that I had to be here, whether it was as a customer or an ambassador. But I'm so thankful that I made the choice to become an ambassador.
Oh, I can't wait when we get a little bit further in the questions in to hear from you, Rosie, on what about that story got you hooked in. So that sounds really exciting. I'm sure there's a great insight for us there. All right, Christy, let's hear a little bit about you, your background, and why you said yes to this incredible movement. Oh, 1 second. I got to get you off mute.
There we go. Can everybody hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I was just going to say, this is so exciting. I love this. This is so fun. Okay. So I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a 2-year-old and a 3.5-year-old. And I was in the corporate world for 20 years. And then just recently when I had my first, became a stay-at-home mom. So how did I hear about MIG? One of the girls from a previous direct sale company reached out to me. She was actually on my team at another company, reached out to me, and she asked me probably about 50 times if I would join her. And each and every time I said absolutely no. I was done with MLM. I didn't want to have anything to do with the industry. Something just kept drawing me in. And there's so much more to my story, but just with the way my life unraveled and the things that were going on with me personally, it all just sort of fell into place, and something drew me in to where I eventually said yes.
Oh my gosh, you two are leaving us hanging. These incredible cliffhangers. I can't wait to hear that. You guys, already you can tell it doesn't matter your background or your experience. There's something drawing people here. So let's hear from you, Kristin. We'd love to hear about your background and why you said yes.
Hi, I'm Kristin Railton. I'm a 43-year-old wife of a retired Army man and mom of 2 teenagers. Crazy life right now, back to school and sports. A couple of things about me is I love wellness, fitness, and I'm pretty basic. I love pumpkin spice, Target, Disney, all of those things. So, but the way that I found out about MIG is I've been an entrepreneur for years. I had my own photography business, and then I kind of stepped out of that into MLM because as my kids got older, I didn't want to be doing other people's photos and living, with their family on the weekends and in the evenings. And so I started about almost 7 years ago in an MLM, and I hopped out of that one at the beginning of this year because I needed a break. I wasn't seeing what I wanted to see there anymore. And I got this random message in my Facebook inbox from a woman I didn't even know. And she just sent me what we call in the business a cold message. And I was like, what? I mean, I've gotten them tons of times. But there was something intriguing about it because she had this little link, this 2-minute clip of Jamie. And I just thought, well, I'll just watch it. And once I watched that clip and heard Jamie speak, I was hooked. And I was a little afraid to jump because I'd actually left my company in January and was with a new company. But I knew it wasn't right. I knew it wasn't the right fit, but I was scared and fearful to change. But God just kept dropping these little hints that I needed to move. And I jumped all in, and it's been the best decision I've made.
Oh my gosh, another cliffhanger with these hits, you guys. That is awesome. I love that a complete stranger was drawn to you and you were drawn to just discover more from a 2-minute video. So that sounds pretty inspiring. I can't wait to hear more about that. All right, Autumn, let's hear from you, please.
I don't know if I'm going to have a cliffhanger, but mine's pretty cut and dry. But I am Autumn Schullian. I am a wife of a teacher. I am a 4th grade teacher. I am a mom of 2. Yeah. Shout out to all the teachers out there because life is crazy right now. I have a 5-year-old little boy and a 2-year-old little girl. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I grew up my entire life not really caring about toxic-free products. Didn't think it was important, and didn't really care about any of that. I've been in network marketing for the last 5 or 6 years. Just within the last year, we've had some health issues in our family, stuff with my kids, not anything serious, but just kind of okay, and started to look into the toxic free thing. Is there some truth to that? So diving into that a little bit deeper, I discovered that the lotion I was using was terrible. And so really my story begins with just wanting a good lotion. And so I had seen my friend Jessica post about a lotion bar, and that's kind of where my story starts. And so I just messaged her. I was not looking for a business. I was kind of drained out from it because I felt like I worked my booty off in my last company and didn't really see the fruits that I wanted to from it. And so I wasn't really looking for the business. I was just looking for healthier products. And that led me into the company, and then hearing Jamie speak and finding products that were not only safe for me and my family, but that actually work And I don't know. Everything just came together, and we always say that we feel aligned. And I just felt like everything that I was looking for was here. So maybe that's
Oh my goodness.
I don't know, but
I mean, what are the odds that you were like, I need to do something different, with what I'm putting on my body because of, personal things that were going on health-wise in your circle, right? In your family circle. And then you see this post about a lotion and you're like, I mean, it's just crazy. What the thread that you have all shared is, no matter how this came across your plate, there was something that drew you in. There was something different. There was something unique, and there was something that you were missing in your life. And whether that was, like Autumn, you just shared, maybe that was just starting out because you needed a different product. But there is something that is here for everybody and has drawn you in. And by the way, that love of that lotion, look how far that's taken you. I mean, let's go. We're going to start right here on this, because I think this is really a really cool story. You now have an organization here at MIG, right? With some of your friends and even beyond that, right? And so you could be doing anything. You could have asked your friends to do anything with you. You could have found any clean lotion. What was the thing that stood out and still stands out to you about MIG? For anybody who's looking, like, what is it that stands out?
I think that it's a few different things. I think it's hard to pinpoint just one thing. One, the products. But first and foremost, I feel like, kind of like what Kristin was saying, and I say this a lot, but if you haven't heard Jamie speak, or if you haven't watched her videos, I know Jessica sent me the video of her, the B video is what I like to call it. But I just always tell people, I don't know Jamie, but I trust her. And there's this sense of being comfortable with her because she's so knowledgeable. And you trust what she says because she follows through with what she says. When she says she wants to change network marketing, when she says she wants the best comp plan out there, like when you dive into the business, you see the fruits of that, and you see that what she says actually happens. And so therefore this relationship is formed with this quote unquote CEO, who I don't, you don't really call her that, but ultimately she is, but you don't feel like she is that. You feel like she's a friend. And so, yeah, because of it also being a brand new opportunity, let's be honest, my last company, I remember, like I said before, just working really hard, but also going to conventions and going to places and being like, man, what if I would have been one of the first? Because there's some truth to that, as far as, you can be successful years down the road, but there's only this window of opportunity right now for you to join in when it's the beginning. And so there was that excitement of being like, okay, what if we dove into this and we were the ones that told our small town, about these products, and we were the ones that started with this. And so my friend Morgan and Caitlin, we just kind of joined hands, and we were like, okay, this seems pretty cool. Like, let's do this, behind the excitement of it being brand new. And then everything else just kind of falls into place. But like I said, when you feel like you are aligned, I mean, it's fun. It's fun, and yeah.
Oh my gosh, you touched on so many good things, between great products that are clean and healthy for you, your family, all of that actually work, was a really good distinction on that from the comp plan. But I think you touched on another thing that is we're all just so blown away in anybody who's not been in a social selling industry or have that experience. You've probably worked somewhere in your life, or volunteered, or been a part of some sort of community or church or get together, like something. And what Autumn is describing with Jamie really walking the talk, that you can't put like a value on that. And when she says like she trusts her because she's so knowledgeable, and then she acts on what she says, I mean, it's just a recipe for ongoing success, which I can't wait for us to talk about some of the future stuff too. So thanks for sharing that. What about you, Christy? What was the thing that stood out to you or does stand out to you?
Okay, I unmuted this time first. Okay, you know what? Honestly, it's the products for me too. From a little bit of a different aspect, I had signed on back in August, and it wasn't until I used the products that I actually took the opportunity seriously. I had a girlfriend who had some major struggles with her son for over 4 or 5 years, and she couldn't find a solution. And when she finally started using the MIG products, they literally helped her baby tenfold. I mean, it was like a miracle and something that she had been searching for so many years. And, it wasn't until I tried those products and she looked at me and she said, Christy, this product is going to change our lives. Did I ultimately take the opportunity seriously? But for me, it's so much more of a bigger picture. All the other direct sale companies that I worked for in the past, they were very established. There was a consultant on every corner. My customers would come to me, but I wasn't selling something that would develop a good residual income. So I would sell them a couple things and they'd be on their way and I wouldn't hear from them for, let's say, 8 months, 12 months until they wanted to refill or buy again. And I felt like every single month I was scrounging for something new. So for me, it was, okay, this is like the great opportunity to be one of the first. I wouldn't be competing with, 30 people in my city for the same business, but the products are so unique that for the first time ever, I don't feel like I'm scrounging for customers. My customers are constantly, they're knocking down my door for more. They try one thing and they want something else. But I think the biggest thing is, especially with our customer referral program, they're going out and they're bringing me more customers. And I've never experienced this before in my MLM career. Has it ever been so easy for me to sell the products? And, I had a friend a couple months back ask me, Christy, if you had to go to any other MLM right now, which one would it be? And I said, I wouldn't go anywhere. And she said, why? And I said, because nobody has products like we do. Nobody. So not only do we have Jamie and her vision and her mission and her brain, because she's absolutely genius, we have these products unlike anything anybody else has. So like, that's where I stand true, is with the products.
Yeah, I mean, they're highly transformative, and knowing that your good friend's son and her had such a experience that like pulled at your heart, I'm sure. And then now that you have customers working, I say working, but helping you spread the MIG goodness, that's rewarding them, because we have a great perks program that enables them to earn product completely for free every single month, $300. And it's helping you because you're not out, like you said, in the past, constantly having to go and find new. And, that's a great problem to have. Let's face it.
Yeah.
That's a great problem to have. All right. Well, Rosie, let's hear from you. What stood out to you? I know that you said there was something in Jamie's story, but you don't have to share that if you don't want, but we want to hear, what is the one thing that stands out to you about MIG above and different than anything else you could be part of?
If I had to summarize that in one word, it would be acceptance. And that's because if you have not heard Jamie's story, you have to listen to her or any of her videos. She has such a gentleness upon her, but with power. And I don't mean, because sometimes people can mistake gentleness for weakness, and it's not. It's just this strong but gentle presence that she has upon her. And so as you can tell, I'm very soft-spoken myself. And so that, for the first time in my MLM career, I was able to look at somebody and say, I could do this. Before, in my experience with other companies or other trainings, I always felt like I had to mold myself to be more like them, that I had to change who I was, that I had to speak more boldly or more strongly and change my personality to fit that box or to fit that cookie cutter. And here I feel free. I feel acceptance from top leadership, from all of our sidelines, our sisters. And that's what constantly draws me in. Everybody talks about the culture. The culture is like nothing I've experienced before. And it boils down to that, is acceptance.
Oh my gosh, I literally wanted to jump up and down and scream, but I didn't want to do that with the mute off. Because that, you guys, this is what's intangible, that it's hard to say, but you just heard Rosie say, you can be you here. The more real you are here, the more success you will have, because you don't have to be a cookie cutter. You don't have to follow the rules. I mean, you have to follow the rules, but in the sense of, we're not robots. We're not looking for cookie cutter. You know, we really want you to shine in your giftings and what you have to bring to the table.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you like literally, I just wanted to scream, but my kids are right above me asleep. So that's probably not a good idea, but I love that. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, Kristin, what about you? What is the thing that stands out the most to you?
Well, so much of what the other girls said. I mean, it exactly what they said. And what Rosie was saying about Jamie's story, I think the thing that caught me and just drew me in with Jamie's story is I've been searching for a long time. I've been, in MLMs, and they want you to have your own brand and to have this person you're looking for, right? And I never could quite find the person I was looking for. I knew who I was, but I almost felt guilty saying it. And Jamie, in her video, says, the greatest gifts God gave her was being a wife and a mother, but she knew that wasn't all she was meant to do. And I feel like that has been my story of my life. I know there was something more, but I felt like so often I was made to feel like you should just be happy with being a wife and a mother. And not that I'm not, but to be able to dream and be able to have women around me that really have that same dream, it's the most empowering, beautiful, freeing, uplifting thing. And it's okay to dream and have those things outside of your walls of your home, and to do it in a way that is godly and is loving and is generous. And a couple of quick things that I wanted to say about the business. I love the products, obviously, too. I signed up, though, before I even tried the products. But the simplicity of this business. Jamie has set up ways for us to learn to do this business that's simple. And that's something I've never had. I would bring people on and they'd get overwhelmed and they'd quit. And I think being able to tell people a path and that she herself has set up a training for us. Whereas in my previous business, every team was setting up their own trainings. Everything was different and you got so overwhelmed. And simplicity is so key, because none of us start out doing this. We all have to start somewhere. And the other thing that I see is people are winning from the start. People sign on and they make an income their first month, and they can make a good income. And in my first business, I made $100 maybe in the first 6 months, and I was working hard. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to be able to say authentically to someone, you can join my team and you can make an income that can change your family's life this month if you do the work. So those are my things.
Oh my gosh, you just let open the floodgates of greatness, because I also joined this incredible movement because I see it as a movement, not just as a business opportunity or a great product line, but a true movement, because, or without trying products, because I saw, like you, this is an incredible vision. You are going to have tools done for you. We do. Literally, anybody right now watching this and you're like, okay, I have some questions, definitely get back with the person who invited you. But I need to tell you, literally, people will ask what differentiates you. And you get to hear a lot tonight from different perspectives of some incredibly talented leaders, which they didn't really toot their horn. So I'm just going to toot it for them. They are absolute rock stars in this business. You would be honored to be able to say, you know what, I want to learn how to do this and work with these 4 ladies because they are absolutely incredible with the most giving heart, time, will like hold your hand, grab your arm and say, go babe, and with you. I'm not even kidding you. They are incredible. And what Kristin said is true. You can have success if you plug in and follow the simple system. But I get asked all the time, what makes MIG stand apart? And you've heard a lot tonight, but I will like summarize it. And then I'm going to have each of the ladies share a closing thought with you. But what differentiates MIG is a proven 8-figure.com business that had a 72% repeat purchase rate and an average cart value for repeat customers of over $250 when they were in .com. Proven product, incredible reviews, digital marketing founder genius, naturopathic experts who formulate our product, Jamie and Dr. Nelson. And there are hundreds of innovations ready to go because we will dominate in home, health, and self of all clean living, all clean lifestyle products. Everything you could think of, that's coming. You can come here and make a little bit of income and you want to supplement, or you can make a lot. We have a ton of bonuses, which I should talk about because right now we are in a bonus period. Every single month, 12 times a year, you have a chance to earn a bonus and free product. And the day you start, you get to earn that, which is great. You join as an ambassador, you pick your product pack, and you are eligible right away for bonuses. We have bonuses crazy. The person who invited you can share more, but I think that's incredible. Kristin said, we have done for you systems. Literally, you could start, you're going to get access right away, immediately to our 5-step training that you can start earning money before that product even hits your doorstep. That's for real, because we have those simple systems. So before we depart, I want to hear from each of you, and we'll kind of go back in our beginning order. Rosie, what advice do you have for anybody who is taking a look at joining this business?
Don't hesitate. I know I sat around for a long time before I said yes, but don't hesitate. That sometimes that's fear that's taking over. And I know I didn't touch much on the products, but just real quick for me, I remember my last thing, like, okay, because I was scared, was I tried the products and I said, okay, that's going to be my way out because I was scared. And the product was like the ribbon on the package. So do not hesitate. I like to live by the motto that there's no coincidences. So if you're on this call tonight because somebody thinks highly of you, and I would definitely get back with them and have a more thorough conversation. And we hope to lock arms with you soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Rosie. Christy.
Okay, I just want to leave with a little story. I just recently had a girlfriend of mine join me. She was in a marriage for 20 years. She was a stay-at-home mom. She was military at one point. She was in the corporate world at one point. And she sacrificed her life to take care of her family, like most moms do, right? And just recently, she ended up going through a divorce after 20 years, and she felt like she was in a dark place. And she didn't feel like she had her stake in the ground. She moved cross country back to her hometown, and she was a customer with me doing fabulous. I mean, she was working the business and getting free product credits and all that, and she was loving it. And she was sort of on the fence for quite some time as to whether or not she wanted to go ahead and take that leap. And about 2 days after she joined, she reached out to me and she basically just said, she's like, Christy, she's like, I didn't know I needed this. I have literally walked into a support system where every single woman is so positive, willing to hold my hand, willing to help me in any way that I can. And she's like, I did not realize how many years I had put myself on the back burner to take care of my family. And now I'm finally putting myself first. And all of you girls are helping me do so. And so she called us, you guys. I just asked her this tonight to give me a recap so I could share this with everybody. She said that she walked into her circle of love. So that's how I'm going to end it. If you guys need a circle of love, reach out to the person who invited you.
That's powerful. Wow, what an honor. What a gift that you were able to give. You guys, this is really a gift. Someone invited you because there is a gift for you. You just have to decide, are you going to open that gift and what are you going to do with it? Kristin, what are your parting thoughts? What advice would you give?
Well, like the other girls, the same thing, but I'm the type of person I go into a store and drives my husband crazy. I'll be like, oh, I love those throw pillows. I love them, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see if I can find something better or maybe something cheaper or there's got to be something out there. And so I'll get home and I'll wait a couple of days and I'll go back and it'll be gone and I'll be kicking myself. And while this opportunity is not going to be gone, we're going to be going, through the roof here. The times are changing, and this is the moment for you to make that choice, to not hesitate. Like Rosie was saying, you're here for a reason, nothing's by chance. And so I want to encourage you to make that decision tonight to try. I mean, to just go for it. Talk to the person who invited you and invest in it. Invest in the business, buy a package so that you can say, you are starting something and you can work for it and it is going to be something beautiful. There's going to be other options out there, but nothing is going to be as good as this or as worth as much as this. That's all I can say. I've checked them all out and I'm so glad that I didn't walk away and see what was better, if anything was better, because it's not.
Yeah, girl, I love that. Whoa. All right, thank you. And Autumn, what advice would you give?
I'm going to probably repeat a couple of things, but one, I will say, like they've all said, just do it, take the leap. There's a place for everybody here, whether you have been in network marketing for years or you are brand new to this. The support system is like no other that I've been a part of. So don't let fear stop you from doing this. I like to say, drown the noise of the people around you, because with network marketing, we all know that there's negativity that can come with that. And there's naysayers and there's people that wonder why you're doing this, but those people don't pay my bills. And those people also don't dream for my family, and they're not in charge of the dreams for my family. That's my job. So whenever that negativity enters my mind, that's what I tell myself is, they're not dreaming for my babies. They're not dreaming for, my husband and I get to have conversations, dream conversations, but actually have them and believe that they can actually happen. You've had those conversations before with somebody about, wouldn't it be so cool if this, just take it, because kind of like Kristin said, it's funny that she said it, because I was actually thinking in my mind as everybody was talking, I was like, this window, like we're going to be around for years. Like I truly believe that, but there's only this small window right now to join in this pre-launch that you can say that you were one of the first to jump on board. And so I think that alone is so much excitement. Should just make you want to do it now. So, and ask questions. I feel like there's negativity with like messaging the person. Don't be afraid to just reach out and talk. Like we are not people who are going to flood your inbox every day to bug you to death or anything like that. But I always tell people it's okay to ask, it's okay to do your research. It's okay to reach out to the person who invited you and be like, okay, can we talk through this a little bit? There's nothing wrong with that. So I think it's just taking that first step. that I think that if you are bold enough to take that first step, you're just going to be so glad that you did, and you're just going to run with it. So.
Oh my gosh, this is so incredible. I just heard, say yes, take the leap, make a decision to do it. Nobody else, nobody but you is in charge and in control of your dreams and your future. So we'd love to see you on the inside. Please get back to the person who invited you to discover MIG. Hop on. We launch in less than 30 days, and we'd love to have you on the inside. Thanks so much for tuning in, and thank you so much, Rosie and Kristin and Autumn and Christy. You gals are incredible, and I'm blessed and honored to know you. Good night, everyone.